ආයිබෝවන් සුබ සන්ධ්‍යාවක්. අපි අදත් සූදානම් ලංකාවේ අප්ඩේට් වෙන අප්ග්‍රේඩ් වෙන ටෙක්නොලොජි ගැන කතා කරන්න TechGuru තුලින්. සාමාන්‍යයෙන් අපි ඉන්ටර්නෙට් ගියාම කනෙක්ට් වුණත් කියන්නේ Google කරන්න කියලා. ඉතින් මේ Google කියන වචනේ අපේ ඔළුවට පත්තියන් වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒ තරමටම Google ගැන කතා කරන කරුණු කාරණා වැඩි. Google මේ වෙනකොට ලෝකේ සර්ච් එන්ජින් එකක් හැටියට විතරක් නෙමෙයි. ගොඩක් ඉනෝවේෂන්ස් කරලා තිනවා. ඒ වගේම තමයි ලොකු ඉන්වෙස්ට්මන්ට්ස් කරලා තිනවා. මේ දේවල් ගැන බොහොම සංක්ෂිප්තව කතා කරන්න, ඒ වගේම තවත් කරුණු කාරණා බොහෝ දේවල් කතා කරන්නට එක්තරා දිනයක් වෙන්න උනා. ඉතින් මේ කරුණු කාරණා එකතු කරන්න කණ්ඩායම් දෙකක් ඉන්නවා. එක් පැත්තකින් Google Developer Group, අනෙක් පැත්තෙන් Google Business Group. හැබැයි අද දවසේදී අපි ඔබට තොරතුරු කියන්නේ Google Developer Group ලංකාවේදී පවත්වපු එක්තරා දිනයක් පිළිබඳව. මේ දිනේ තියෙන වටිනාකම තමයි අද දවසේදී අපි ඔබ වෙත ගෙනෙන්නට සූදානම් කරලා තියෙන්නේ.
Why is that important is I want you all to believe that anything is possible. When I was growing up, we didn't think it was possible. We thought we cannot do it. But I think the fact that there is a Sri Lankan company who are building a car, potentially could rival Teslas or any of the other brands in the world, I think it's an important message you guys need to think, right, that we can do it and that belief. That's really, really important. That's my first message. Second message, along with all of the good things that is going on, we are celebrating 10th year anniversary of the tsunami this year. So say a prayer to those we lost 10 years ago, and also remember everything you do should be able to impact the lives of the society, our friends and people. It's meant technically and always to do good for our society. Some of the things that we get messages, I always have spoken very freely about this, is that it's really great when it comes from developed markets, but sometimes it's your responsibility to be able to make an impact and achieve that 10x thinking in these markets, because it works very, very differently.
Rohan, please accept our token of appreciation by Kishan Sodimana.
Google Developer Group කියන අතරම කියනවා 2009 අපි පටන් ගත්තේ කේෂන් අයියා මූලිකත්වය අරගෙන. ඊට පස්සේ දැන් මේ වෙද්දී මම ශරිත් සහ සඳුන් අපි තුන්දෙනා තමයි මේක දැන්ට වැඩ කටයුතු බලන්නේ. අපි මේ වෙනකොට ඕගොල්ලෝ දන්නවා ඇති අහලා සමහර ලාවට Google I/O Extended කියලා එහි සෑන් ෆ්‍රැන්සිස්කෝ වල තියෙන ඉවෙන්ට් එකේ එක්ස්ටෙන්ඩඩ් version එක අපි මෙහි ලංකාවේ කරනවා. ඊට අමතරව DevFest තව hackathons එකම අපි කරනවා ලංකාවේ වෙනම ලංකාවේ developer community එකට වැඩක් වෙන විදියට. ඊට පස්සේ අපි ගත්තොත් දැන් අද DevFest එක වේගා වගේ ඉස්සරහට එන්න තියෙන හොඳ ට්‍රෙන්ඩින් ප්‍රොජෙක්ට්ස් අපි අරගෙන අපි ඒව ගැන මේ වගේ කට්ටියකට අපේ ඩෙවලොපර් කමියුනිටියට අපි මේ වගේ දේවල් පෙන්වන්නේ. අපිට අනාගතයේ අපේ බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ අපිට අනාගතයේ අද ස්ටේජ් එකේ ඉන්න අය කට්ටියක් හෙට ස්ටේජ් එකට කවදා හරි නගින තත්ත්වයට තමයි අපේ බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ. ඊට අමතරව අපි G college කියලා ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් එකක් කරනවා. ඒක ඇවිල්ලා ඉස්කෝලවල කියන්නේ දුෂ්කර පළාතවල තියෙන ඉස්කෝලවලට ගිහිල්ලා අපි Google වල තියෙන ඒගොල්ලන්ට පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන් තාක්ෂණික උපකරණ මේවලා මේ කියන්නේ Google Drive, Google Docs වගේ දේවල් කොහොමද පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ, ඒ වගේ දේවල් වල තියෙන වැදගත්කම මොකද්ද කියන එක අපි ඒගොල්ලන්ට පැහැදිලි කරලා දීලා අපිට ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ නුවණ පාදන්න පුළුවන් අපි හැමදාම කරනවා. ඊට අමතරව App Clinic කියලා ලංකාවේ app development community එකට ඒගොල්ලන්ට තියෙන chances, ඒගොල්ලන්ට මොනවාගේ දේවල්ද කරන්න පුළුවන් කියන එක අපි ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ තියෙන බලාපොරොත්තු ඉෂ්ට කරලා දීලා ඒගොල්ලන්ට කවදා හරි ඉහළ තැනකට යන්න පුළුවන් වෙන අඩිතාලමක් දමාලා දෙන්න එක තමයි අපේ තියෙන බලාපොරොත්තුව.
as the citizens, we have a right to ask someone or have complain someone about the problems that we are having, not about the personal problems anyway. So if we are having a problem, it is even unethical or illegal, we have a right to complain, right? But the problem is that many people may not be us in this roof, under the roof, but many people does not know whom to address. So the idea is that many people try to talk on the social media, but it's highly, I don't know, it's not the people are talking all around and they are blaming, but how could you guarantee that the authorized people will see it? And our idea is to create a community-based framework or the platform in order to people allow them to talk about the problems that they have, or so-called the public problems, and even by the community itself provide an answer. We only talk about public issues. I know that there are social media, we talk about all these rubbish things, but there are actual problems that the people are facing. So our idea, not a solution maybe, it can, I'm not sure, I can't guarantee it will be a solution, but it can be an idea to implement, to have a platform for the people to talk about their problems, to complain. If they have a problem in their road, it's too much broken and the water supply is not much very well. So there should be a place that you could complain. Due to this busy schedule, people don't have much time to go for in queues and wait for the people to contact. So there should be a platform that we have put idea on. It's called Talk, a complaining system. So the features, the users will are general public and organizations such as government organizations and private organizations. And the post, you can post just like in Stack Overflow, you can put a post with your problem. Then people will see it and comment it. If they know the answer, they will put it. And the special thing is that you can forward it to the relevant authorities. It does not guarantee that the authorized people, let's say Road Development Authority, will not be in the system. But our system will guarantee that at least an email would be sent to those people.
Being one of the leading end-to-end digital service providers in Sri Lanka, we empower ourselves to conceptualize, hunt for passionate designs and precise activation. We are smart, digital, and demanding. Comprehensive research and experiments. Omni-channel strategy. Brain-computer, multi-touch, gesture, and mobile. Automation of business processes. We drive the future of digital media. We are imaginative, scrappy, nerdy, and moreover, we are all about collaboration. Join with Aramac to expand and explore the horizon. And we are here.
Yeah, that's what we do. We do a lot of cool stuff and new innovations. Every day we are doing a lot of innovative stuff and all that. So let's get started with human-computer interaction. As the name implies, human-computer interaction is how the human will be interacting with the digital devices. In human-computer interaction, there are a lot of interfaces that humans are connecting with computers. Basically, my favorite one is brain-computer interfacing, like how the brain waves can be connected with computers and how we can control computers and other digital devices from brain waves. So basically, when I'm moving, I'm emitting electromyography. That's kind of an electrical impulse happening inside my body. When I'm looking around, I am emitting electrooculography. Likewise, when you are thinking, the neurons in the brain emits, there's a chemical reaction happening inside the brain, and via that, there's an electrical impulse moving out from the brain. So we can acquire those EEG or electroencephalogram via different devices. So there are two methods that normally in the industry we are using in order to acquire brain waves from scalp. Basically, it's invasive and non-invasive. In invasive, it's completely into medical industry where they are drilling down your head and putting knobs on your brain, in your brain, and getting the EEG out. But in computer and technology-related entertainment-based activities, what we are doing is we have 2-3 devices. So normally some devices needs gel to be applied on scalp, and then after we are getting EEG. But we have our own headset without any gel or anything like that, any fluid, without pasting any fluid on the scalp, we can acquire EEG. There are 2 commercially popular headsets like that. One is Mindwave and one is Emotive Epoch. So we have our own little version which we have implemented 4 years ago, which I will be showing that later.
We started 3 years ago in 2011, and we have done several applications for local market, Sri Lankan community. And these are these applications. I think if you have heard of Bhasha, I don't want to describe about these things. Today I got a special request from the organizers to do this session in Sinhala. Okay, මම අද කතා කරන්නේ Android වල performance tips ගැන. මෙතන ඉන්න ගොඩක් කට්ටිය Android development සම්බන්ධයෙන් යම් කිසි මට්ටමක දැනුමක් ඇති කියලා හිතනවා. එහෙම හිතලා තමයි මේ presentation එක ඉස්සරහට කරගෙන යන්නේ. දැන් අපි ගත්තොත් එහෙම web application එකක් සහ අපි හිතමු web server එකක් or web application එකක් ගත්තොත් එහෙම අපිට performance පැත්තෙන් ගොඩක් බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ ගොඩක් වෙලාවට page එක load වෙන time එක. right? හැබැයි අපි mobile app එකක් පැත්තට ගත්තොත් එහෙම mobile apps වල Android apps වල අපිට ඊට වඩා ගොඩක් දේවල් හිතන්න වෙනවා. මොකද ඒක ගොඩක් වෙලාවට යන්නේ client server architecture එකක් එක්ක. හරි? එතකොට එහෙම අපි performance Android app එකක performance improve කරද්දී කරන්න පුළුවන් විදි 5ක් ගැන තමයි අද අපි සාකච්ඡා කරන්නේ. ඒ 5 තමයි UI performance, APK size, memory usage, execution speed, and performance in the field. අපි බැලුවොත් එහෙම පළවෙනි එක optimizing your UI. දැන් Android app එකක් ගත්තොත් එහෙම web UI එකකින් user ට දෙන්න පුළුවන් දේ ගොඩක් ලොකුයි. user experience එක සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම depend වෙනවා ඒ ඔයාගේ app එකේ user interface එකේ speed එක මත. එතකොට improving the speed of the UI dramatically improves the user experience.
So you all might know these awesome Google ambassadors last year, right? And they are very awesome. They are very awesome, and they have become even more awesome this year. And we are only 5 this time. It was very wonderful having our training at the Google Summit in Philippines. And we never forget to wear our Sri Lankan sarong and enjoy with the Sri Lankan flags. There are almost 135 Google student ambassadors from throughout the Southeast Asian region. So what do we do? As Google student ambassadors, what do we do? Let me recap a few things, a glance of this whole year. How many people were there in the Go Google event at Slit? Can I see the hands, please? Okay. Slit people are very shy, it seems. And we had 6 high-profile speakers. We had Pasindu, we had Ramindu Ayya, and we had people from 3 different countries. And this is one of the very successful events we conducted, the Sinhala translation run. We had translation runs first in Jayawarthanapura University, then Moratuwa, and even in Ruhuna. Just 1 week translation run. When Google introduced the Sinhala as a language for translation, as Sri Lankans, we wanted to contribute to the translation database. So we wanted to add more data to increase the efficiency. And you wouldn't believe, within 1 week, We had 700 plus contributors. And we had 75,000 contributions from Sri Lanka. So that we consider as one of our very big and successful initiative. And I would encourage every Sri Lankan right here to keep contributing to the translation database, because the more you contribute, the more accurate translation will become. There were many events. Google student group meetups in Moratuwa, in Slit, in Colombo University, one is going to happen soon. And we had some awesome map-up sessions. People were even given pizza. And map-ups will be handled in the coming months as well. Most of the university students embraced for the Google Student Ambassadors hosted, and Google Mapmakers partnered map-up sessions.
There was this competition that Google was doing called GDG success stories. Those were about startups from around the world. And we have a set of finalists here. They are Mogo Reader. So I'll hand over the stage to Vimukti and Samir to talk to you about Mogo Reader. Please welcome them on stage, guys.
Normally දැන්ට ලංකාවේ තියෙන වෙබ්සයිට්ස් එහෙම නැත්නම් පත්තර ඒවා බැලුවම කොයිතරම් අපිට පුළුවන්ද අපි කැමති නිවුස් ටික තෝරගන්න. මොකද ඔයගොල්ලන් අනිවාර්යයෙන් මෙතන ෆොරින් නිවුස් කියන්නේ ෆොරින් වෙබ්සයිට්ස් වල යවසන අය ඕන තරම් ඇති මෙතන. ඒගොල්ලන් දන්නවා ඇති අපිට අපි ටෙක්නොලොජි නිවුස් ගැන අපිට අවශ්‍ය නම් අපිට ඕන තරම් වෙබ්සයිට් තියෙනවා ටෙක්නොලොජි නිවුස් වලට විතරක් තියෙන. එහෙම නැත්නම් අපිට ෆ්ලිප්බෝඩ් වගේ ඇප් එකක් යූස් කරොත් අපිට ඕන තරම් පුළුවන් පහසුවෙන්ම අපිට අපේ නිවුස් අපේ ඉන්ට්‍රස්ට් එකට හරියන නිවුස් තෝරලා අපිට ගන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි ලංකාවේ මේ වගේ දෙයකට අපිට අවස්ථාවක් තිබුණේ නැහැ. ඉතින් මම හිතුවා මේකට දෙයක් මේකට සිස්ටම් එකක් මොන හරි ඩෙවලොප් කරන්න ඕන කියලා. ඉතින් ඒක ඒ තීරණය මත තමයි Mogo Reader කියන ඇප් එක ඩෙවලොප් වුණේ. හැබැයි මුලදී අපිට ඇත්තටම ගොඩාක් ලංකාවේ ඕගොල්ලන් ඩෙවලොපර්ස් විදිහට දන්නවා ඇති ගොඩාක් වෙබ්සයිට්ස් වලින් හරි හොඳ RSS feeds ඉෂුව කරන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ නිසා ඒ වගේ බොහෝ RSS feeds කැටගරයිස් කරලා නැහැ. ඒ කියන්නේ ස්පෝර්ට් නිවුස් වලට වෙනම RSS එකක් ඒ වගේ ගොඩක් වෙලාවට දකින්න ලැබෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ නිසා හැම වෙලාවෙම අපිට ගොඩක් මේ සිස්ටම් එක ඩෙවලොප් කරද්දී අපිට ගොඩක් ඉෂුස් වලට ෆේස් කරන්න වුණා. කොහොම හරි අන්තිමට අපි ඊට පස්සේ මට මේන් ඉෂුව ගන්නේ අතට මම වෙබ් ඩෙවලොපර් කෙනෙක්. ඒ නිසා මම Android development කිසි දෙයක් දැනගෙන හිටියා ඒ කාලේ වෙනකොට. ඉතින් ඒකත් එක්ක තමයි මට ශමීරව හම්බුනේ. ශමීරත් එක්ක අවුරුද්දක් විතර කාලයක් අපි කතා කරලා ගොඩක් රිසර්ච් කරලා තමයි මේ Mogo Reader app එක ඩෙවලොප් කරේ. Mogo Reader app එක ගැන මම කියනට වඩා මම හිතනවා අපි වීඩියෝ එකක් බලුවොත් හොඳයි කියලා.
As we all know, the reading habit is rapidly decreasing in this modern busy world. Even mobile news reading is not that easy. Browsing through so many websites brings out many difficulties. And there are plenty of news apps to keep up with. All have tons of text and infinite amounts of informations. But now, there's Mogo Reader. Mogo Reader simplifies news and it delivers only what you care about. Our system takes the best from the entire web and we cross the article from multiple publishers to make your reading experience comprehensive, effortless and complete. Most of our competitors are not popular among Asians because they are not focused on Asian news and languages. Here are some stats about Asian smartphone users. How it works. Open the app. Select your interest. Yeah, that's all. Our system automatically selects the best news articles for your interest.
Google Business Group එකේ ඒගොල්ලෝ competition එකක් තියෙනවා Google Success Stories කියලා. ඒ Success Stories competition එකට අපි ඉදිරිපත් වුණා. රටවල් 57ක් සහ 57කින් ඉදිරිපත් වුණා තරඟකරුවන් 317 දෙනෙක්. ඒ 317 දෙනාගේම ideas වලින් අපි මේ වෙනකොට top 9 ideas වලට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ top 9 products තුනේ අපි මේ වෙනකොට රැඳිලා ඉන්නවා. ස්තුතියි.
So I'm going to talk about modern web apps and how you're going to think about the end user. Normally when you are building an application, we normally think about the technical aspect. What are the features we need to integrate like that? But today I'm going to talk about some real experience, how you can think about when you're building an application, how about thinking about the end user and try to do that. So first, I need to know about you guys' audience a little bit. So I'm going to show you some of the technologies on the screen. If you have ever used that technology or have tried out, just simply raise your hand, okay? Right, first thing is JavaScript. How many JavaScript guys? Right, that's great, right? Cool. All right, then how about AngularJS, Ember or React? Any of these things? Right, cool, okay. So how about Socket.io or Firebase? Right, okay, interesting, okay. And then how about Meteor? Okay, I didn't expect that much, all right, cool. All right, so the Meteor is, so before I introduce myself, so I want to talk about a little bit on Meteor. It's a very interesting platform that you can build a real-time web application very quickly. That means you don't need to like write server code, you don't need to write client-specific code, like you don't need to use something bundling client JavaScript bundling anything. So this tool does all the thing for you. Just you need to create your business logic or the application logic and deploy. So we are working with this Meteor platform. So what we are doing is a Meteor Hacks. It's an independent research center in Sri Lanka. So we normally try to improve the performance of the product and educate people and developers how to build their application like that. So with that one, we build a lot of open source projects and interact with thousands of developers around the world. So that's where the topic comes today, and I'm going to tell about. And this is a commercial product called Kadira. It is a performance monitoring solution for Meteor. That means when you're creating a Meteor application, you can simply plug a tool, our add-on, and it will tell what are the problems in your application and how to improve them.
All right, so Vega, the high-performance electric car. We are a small team. We are based in Maradana, in the Trace Tripoli market, the Trace expert city. Right now we have about 8 full-time staff, and altogether we have about 16 people in our team. So I just wanted to give you a quick context on what kind of a program this is. This is a small team working on a cool project. The Vega project itself is funded completely by CodeGen International, the software company that most of y'all are familiar with. And when we started on Vega, the only reason we wanted to start on Vega or the electric car was to make sure that the younger generation, the people who actually are in the universities, doing O-level and A-level, that they feel that we can do complex things in this country, and that you don't necessarily have to move out of the country to do cool things. And for most part, we have been successful in getting that message across with all of the people that come to our workshop to look at what we are doing, and the people on Facebook and email and so on, that people do get it, that we have the talent to do cool things, like all of y'all here, some of the guys who are organizing these cool events, that you no longer need to go to Australia or the US or any other country to be successful and to do cool things. And when Danika mentioned that don't be afraid to start on new things on your own, that really felt in me, because that's what we are really pushing as well, that we can make companies better than Google, right? We can make those here in this country and not elsewhere. And that's what we are really pushing for. Okay, so enough of that. We'll get into how a little bit technical about the Vega project and how y'all can be part of it. So This is a 3D rendering of our vehicle. It's a two-door car. All of the body panels will be done out of carbon fiber. Carbon fiber is generally a process similar to fiberglass, but it's much more stronger. It's stronger than steel, but very lightweight. There's no real industry in carbon fiber in Sri Lanka today, so this is also a new thing that we're introducing. Once you know how to do body panels, you could do helmets or any other thing, or bicycles, for example, that you could build other things out of carbon fiber. And carbon fiber things are very expensive in the world market, so it opens up a lot of avenues for Sri Lanka to develop on. All right, so how did we decide to work on the Vega, the vehicle? So first of all, about a year ago, we had discussions about bringing down a Mazda RX-7 and then retrofitting some electric components into that to make a petrol engine car to be converted into electric. At that point, a lot of experts who were part of our team said, everybody does that. If you go to YouTube, you could find a million people have done that. So there's no real value add that we are bringing. Then we decided, okay, let's use the donor chassis or the chassis out of some car and then put the components, the body panels, the control systems, and make a car of our own. Well, what we realized was that just getting a chassis to do what we want to do is not easy, because you're restricted to somebody else's car or somebody else's chassis. So we gave up that idea and we thought, okay, we'll build the chassis too, and the suspension parts and everything else. So it gradually got complicated as we went along.
අපි ඇප් ක්ලිනික් එකේදී අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ දැන් ඇප් එකක් හදලා තියෙන කට්ටියට ඒක බිස්නස් එකක් විදියට කොහොමද ඉස්සර අරගෙන යන්නේ කොහොමද ඒක සක්සස් ස්ටෝරි එකක් කරගන්නේ කියන එක තමයි අපි එකෙන් බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ. ඉතින් අපි දැන් මිදස්සල ඒක ගැන කතා කරමින් පවතිනවා. අපි හිතනවා ඇත්තටම DevFest එක වගේ මේක හොඳ ඉවෙන්ට් එකක් වෙයි කියලා.
අපි දැන් Google DevFest 2014 අවසාන අදියරේ අපි ඉන්නේ. අද ඉවෙන්ට් එක ගැන ගොඩක් පොසිටිව් ඒ කියන්නේ ගොඩක් හොඳ ප්‍රතිචාර අපිට ලැබුණා. මොකද අපි මේ පාර ගොඩක්ම බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ ටෙක්නොලොජි පැත්තට ගොඩක්ම බර කරන්න. මොකද Google developers කියන්නේ ලංකාවේ වටේම ඉන්න ඩෙවලොපින් වලට කැමති අයව ගෙන්නලා ඒගොල්ලන්ට අලුතෙන් ලංකාවේ මොනවද වෙන්නේ, ලංකාව ඩෙවලොප්මන්ට් වලින් software development වලින් කොයි තැනකද ලංකාවේ ඉන්නේ, ඒගොල්ලන්ටත් ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ දේවල් වැඩි දියුණු කරගන්න පුළුවන් විදිහට මේ සෙෂන්ස් වලින් ඒගොල්ලන් කිසියම් දෙයක් ඒගොල්ලෝ අරන් යනවා නම් ඒක තමයි අපේ වෙච්ච බලාපොරොත්තුව. ඔබේ දැක්කේ DevFest 2014 දිනේ තොරතුරු තමයි. ඉතින් මේ පිළිබඳව වැඩිදුර තොරතුරු දැනගන්න පුළුවන් www.techguru.lk අපේ වෙබ් අඩවියට ගියොත්. ඒ වගේම අපි ඉදිරියේදී තවත් රිවිව්ස් කරන්න සූදානමින් ඉන්නවා. ඒ පිළිබඳවත් ඔබට බොහෝ ප්‍රශ්න ඇති වෙයි, බොහෝ ගැටලු ඇති වෙයි, නැත්නම් ඔබට හිතන දේවල් අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන්. ඒකටත් අපි අවස්ථාව දෙන්න සූදානම්. පුරුදු විදියටම කරන්න තියෙන්නේ ලබන සතියේ හරියටම රාත්‍රී 7:30 වෙද්දී ටෙක් ගුරුත් එක්ක එකතු වෙන්න. අදට සමුදෙනවා ලබන සතියේ හමුවෙන බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්න.